One morning, without any warning, a white bloom appears from the center of a plant that has sat quietly in your home for over a year. Same spot, same light, same routine. Nothing changed. And yet, there it is. That is the moment every peace lily owner has experienced. And most people never find out what actually caused it. Here is what makes this plant unusual. It can go completely silent for years and then suddenly decide to flower. And the real explanation behind that moment is something most plant guides never fully explain. There is also one specific detail about the very first bloom your peace lily produces at home that almost nobody talks about. That detail alone will change the way you see this plant entirely. To understand why a peace lily blooms, you first need to know where it actually comes from. Its scientific name is Spathiphyllum. And despite what the name suggests, it is not a true lily at all. It belongs to the same plant family as monsteras and pothos, a tropical plant built for very particular conditions. Its natural home is the floor of dense rainforests in Colombia and Venezuela. Canopy so thick that barely 3 to 5% of sunlight reaches the ground. Humidity heavy in the air. Soil consistently moist. Temperature always warm. That is the environment this plant spent thousands of years adapting to. And here is why that matters. Your living room and a Colombian rainforest floor have almost nothing in common. Your peace lily learned to survive that gap. But surviving and blooming are two completely separate biological programs. And that difference is the entire story. Here is the part that surprises almost everyone. That bloom your peace lily had when you brought it home from the garden center. In most cases, it was not natural. The commercial plant industry uses a synthetic hormone called gibberellic acid to force young plants to flower before they are sold. The plant does not choose to bloom. It is chemically instructed to produce flowers regardless of its age or the conditions around it. Once that hormone clears the plant's system, the flowering stops. The plant simply returns to its natural state, focused on growing roots and maintaining leaves. This is why millions of people believe their peace lily stopped blooming. It never bloomed naturally in the first place. You were not doing anything wrong. The first bloom your plant produces completely on its own is the genuine one. That bloom means something different. Your environment earned it. Stay with this, because what triggers that natural bloom connects to something that will surprise you shortly. So what actually gets a peace lily to bloom on its own terms? The first requirement is light. Not the low light this plant is famous for surviving in, but bright, steady, indirect light for 6 to 8 hours every day. Blooming requires a surplus of energy, not just enough to stay alive. A peace lily in a dark corner uses every bit of energy it absorbs just to maintain its leaves. There is nothing left over to build flowers. Move it to a bright east-facing window or a few feet back from a south-facing window with a sheer curtain, and that energy equation changes completely. The second factor is consistent watering. Peace lily evolved where moisture was reliable. In your home, this means watering when the top inch of soil feels dry, using room temperature water, and never letting roots sit in standing water. That dramatic wilt you may have seen is a stress signal. A plant in repeated crisis burns its reserves recovering instead of building toward a bloom. The third factor surprises most people: humidity. Rainforests run at 70 to 80% humidity. Most American homes sit between 30 and 50. That gap creates quiet, ongoing stress that consumes energy the plant would otherwise save for flowering. A pebble tray with water under the pot, grouping plants together, or moving the peace lily to a bathroom or kitchen closes that gap noticeably. The fourth factor is temperature stability. Peace lily prefer a steady 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold drafts from windows, air conditioning, or heating vents interrupt the energy the plant is trying to accumulate. The less the plant has to respond to environmental stress, the more it can save for something bigger. And there is a fifth factor that most plant guides never mention. The fifth factor is root confinement. Peace lily are significantly more likely to bloom when their roots have filled the pot and are gently pressing against the container walls. When roots run out of room to expand, the plant receives a biological signal. Territory has been maximized. Instead of continuing to invest energy into root growth, it shifts that energy towards something else entirely. Flowers. A peace lily in an oversized pot will spend years filling that space and may never redirect energy toward blooming. Giving this plant too much room is one of the most common and least talked about mistakes. Now here is where the story takes a turn that ties everything together. The peace lily was included in NASA's clean air research. Scientists found it highly effective at removing compounds like benzene, formaldehyde, and xylene from indoor air, chemicals released by furniture, paint, carpeting, and electronics. Your peace lily has been quietly filtering your air this entire time. And here is the connection almost nobody mentions. A plant actively processing airborne toxins is using real metabolic energy to do it. When indoor air quality improves, whether because the plant has been purifying it over months or because the environment has simply stabilized, that workload drops, and the energy that was going toward filtering toxins gets redirected toward flowers. For generations, people across different cultures have read meaning into the moment a peace lily blooms. The name itself comes from the resemblance of its white bloom to a flag of surrender. In Western tradition, it became one of the most commonly given sympathy plants in America, placed in grieving homes to signal the return of calm. In Caribbean and Latin American traditions, the plant is placed in rooms where grief has settled and tension lingers. The belief is that it absorbs and works through that energy over time. And when it finally blooms, the meaning is specific. The bloom is not the beginning of something. It is confirmation that something difficult has already finished. In feng shui, a blooming peace lily means the room has reached equilibrium. The plant stops correcting and starts expressing. Now consider what science told us. The peace lily blooms when its metabolic load decreases, when the environment stops demanding recovery, when everything finally stabilizes. Two completely different frameworks. The exact same conclusion. One last detail worth knowing. What looks like a single flower is actually two separate structures. The white sail is a modified leaf called the spathe. The true flowers are the tiny clustered bumps on the central spike called the spadix. Over time, the white spathe slowly turns green and quietly fades back into the foliage. The bloom does not announce itself. It simply arrives, stands for a few weeks, and then returns to green. If your peace lily has ever bloomed naturally at home, not from the store but completely on its own, think back to what was happening in that space at the time. Was the light better? Was the air cleaner? Had something in that room finally settled? Has yours ever bloomed on its own at home? Leave your answer in the comments.